What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review. Today we're going to take a look at some Bitcoin charts and hop right into the latest, hottest crypto news.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want to 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart looking ugly like your last chance at closing call. Looks like it's holding the 200-day exponential moving average with this, which is this yellow line in a tightening range in between the 21 EMA. Looks like we have been in a downtrend for 9 days and barely holding on. I think that this is probably going to break down and this will likely not hold. There's a good chance and a probability we're going to touch this pivot over here and the 366 exponential moving average at about 36,000. I think right here is prime for a pump. Let's hope it doesn't go down that far. But just remember, there is such a thing as bear euphoria. I know there's moon boys, but there's also bear boys. And these people that are thinking it's going to dump to 20,000 and they're going to make all this money on buying the dip, that's just as crazy as us pumping to new all-time highs tomorrow. Just remember that. Watch your back. Ethereum, Bitcoin's fat friend, is looking just as bad, but just a little bit stronger. As you can see, it's holding the pivot instead of the 200-day. There's really nothing to see here, nothing special. If we zoom out, we can see that the RSIs are, and the stochastic RSI are cooling way off. Hex is kind of doing its own thing still. It's holding the 21 exponential moving average. This means we are in a daily uptrend. Will it hold? It's really hard to say. It kind of depends on the snapshot and pulse chain. I think it's up. I think we're going up. And one crazy thing that I've noticed, if you can see that we're at 43 cents. And where's this pivot? Where's this pivot below us? About 36 cents. If we go back to Bitcoin, you can see that we're at 42,000. And the next pivot is about, and the next pivot right here is about 36,000. So yeah, just a little 10,000 times higher. Kind of a weird thing, probably doesn't mean anything. Let's look at Sol. Sol looking pretty good, tightening range. It's in a daily downtrend along with everything else. As you know, there's been a ton of China FUD. I think that all of this is temporary. I think it's just FUD. China has banned Bitcoin dozen times, and it really doesn't matter what those guys do anymore. In fact, they are just a total bummer at this point, between the sickness, between Evergrande, between banning Bitcoin. It just does not seem like a fun place to be.
What? What? Oh dear God, China's banning Bitcoin. Sell it all.
All right, let's jump straight into the news. The news has been kind of flat. Everyone's talking about China, but really the OGs and people in crypto don't care. It's a non-event. They've already been out of the game for quite some time. But Hexicans, let's talk about Hex. Hexicans doing big things. We've got a documentary going on, and everybody is donating to this to make it happen. I think they need to raise about $500,000, and I think they've raised almost $400,000 in just a few days. To be honest, it looks great. Like, I cannot wait to see this come out. The production value is really, really good. We can take a quick peek.
Hex coin is 1,000% a scam coin.
I told you that I was a scammer and Hex was a scam. I got bad news for the haters. We're making new all-time highs where everything else is getting wrecked. Price is up for...
Never have to work another day in my life.
I'm here to chill. I want to change.
I'm here to chill.
Do that to people for
I'm here to chill. Oh man. So let's take a look at the leaderboards for this, because you can actually be in the credits if you donate, and I will be donating, but I have not yet. So here is the actual timeline. It's cool because it feels like a roadmap, fundraising and story development, and looks like October 2021 principal production, exclusive coverage of Richard Hart during Pulse Chain launch. That's going to be cool. Imagine, Pulse Chain is going to be so huge, and it's going to just be documented. It's going to be a huge first for crypto, and I really, really want to make this happen. That's why I will be donating. And it looks like Q3 2022, Q4, the official premiere and distribution. Why does it have to be so long? But let's come back here and look at the big donators. We got number one donator, OG Hemp Hex. Shout out to you, man. 170,000 Hex. And we got Taylor Kennedy in number 2, 55,000 USDC. Shout out to you. And Scotty Does Know, hey, Scotty must really know because he donated $50,000 in USDC. Let's take a quick look at the wallet. If we look at the wallet here for the contract, we got about almost an ETH in there, but we have $385,000 worth of Hex USDC coin and just a little bit of Shiba and DAI stable coin. I mean, all we really need is a little bit of a Hex pump and we could get to that 500K as is. But yeah, guys, donate it to this. I'll leave a link in the description box below. We actually have some positive news coming out of Coinbase. Not a lot of people like the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. He seems somewhat anti-crypto most of the time, and he doesn't really understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin, in my opinion. But they do have a cool new feature that'll let you deposit part of your paycheck into your Coinbase account directly, according to TechCrunch. By the way, I had to sell my soul and all my cookies to be able to read this article, which I did not like. But the company will soon launch direct deposits in the US. This way, customers will be able to deposit a portion of their paychecks into Coinbase. The Coinbase app users can find their current payroll company or employer and update the paycheck allocation from there. You can even deposit 100% of your paycheck into your Coinbase account and put it all on Doge. Anyways, so every time you make a purchase, Coinbase converts your crypto assets to USD with a 2.49% transaction fee, which is extremely high. Coinbase is known for extremely high fees. I mean, to get in and out of transactions and trades, you have to be up like 10-15% in your trade just to make pennies, and Coinbase is known for high fees. Typically you can buy and hodl or get it the heck off of Coinbase, but this is still a cool feature. Because we're talking about money inflows into crypto automatically. You can't hate that. This is a huge win. Take the W, Brian Armstrong. This is a very, very cool feature for the future of crypto. As everybody is waiting for the big bad bear market, it looks like inflows are on the rise and increasing. Digital asset investment products saw inflows totaling 95 million US last week, bringing the total run of inflows over the last 6 weeks to US 320 million. I know that's kind of not a lot, but it's better than outflows. And this is according to CoinShares. And it looks like Ethereum followed Bitcoin with inflows totaling 29 million last week. So Bitcoin is still the king. So who holds the most of crypto? I was reading this interesting article here. It's called Who Holds All the Bitcoin List, and it's claiming that it is debunked because there is no proof that all of these entities are still holding that much. Well, at least not proof for things like China, who had the OnePlus token scam, and they had 194,000 Bitcoins from that. That's a few $1 billion, but there's no confirmation that they still have that. And also the other one was the Bulgarian seizure of Bitcoin, which was 213,000. But they say, but there is rumors that those have already been auctioned off. But we can take a quick look. It looks like Grayscale Fund, which is very transparent, that they have 653,000. The Chinese government, that is suspect. Block 1 is holding 164,000 all the way down to Tim Draper is on here. He's just a person, and he's holding 31,000. Tesla is holding 42,000. These are the top holders, and let me tell you, these people are soaking up a lot of the supply. And Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, also known as GBTC, is holding 3% of Bitcoin's supply. I don't know how they calculate that, but we were looking last week that JP Morgan Chase has estimated that there are only going to be 16 million liquid Bitcoins due to lost coins. So if you look and add all this up, I mean, we're looking at about 7-8% of Bitcoin supply locked up. And imagine what's going to happen when these ETFs start flying. There's going to be very, very little supply, and Bitcoin will have no choice but to pump like crazy to 250K to $1 million. It will and it can happen. And that's not to even mention governments getting in it. As you can see, Nayib Bukele of El Salvador says 2.1 million Salvadorians are actually using the Shiva wallet, not just downloads. That means almost half, I would say 35% of the entire population of El Salvador are are using Bitcoin as a currency. So once government starts buying it, it's just going to be, so once more governments start buying it and more people start using it, it's really, really going to be scarce. All right, in the last segment, we always talk about a wrecked plebe, someone who got destroyed in these volatile, crazy markets, and we do it so that you don't get destroyed. And here we have Virgil REKT. Oh man, what are you doing? Former Ethereum developer, he pleaded guilty to his North Korea charge and accepted 6.5 years in prison. If you're not familiar with this case, Virgil REKT went to North Korea and was pitching Ethereum to them and cryptocurrency. So the US government accused REKT of providing highly technical information to North Korea. And the information could help North Korea launder money and evade sanctions. While REKT waited for his trial, he was on house arrest and lived with his parents. Ironically, after that, in order that his lawyer can take their fees out of his Coinbase account. Virgil was quite emotional, deep sighs sometimes when he spoke. Unclear that the development caused his guilty plea. The Ethereum founder, dude, look, he just kind of got caught up in this political clown world show. But that was a serious mistake, going to North Korea and teaching them about crypto. I mean, sure, they really, really actually need crypto. Was he helping them trying to launder money and avoid sanctions? No, I don't think that's what his intention was. I think he just got caught up at the wrong place at the wrong time and being really, really stupid. Now he's got to go sit a few years in prison when he could be enjoying his crypto kitties, his NFTs. And man, I feel bad for this guy, but don't use your brain. Use your brain. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If you made it this far, please throw a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.